Well, a very good evening to you wherever you are. I do hope that you can join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening, a night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something, a beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport round here, not the kindest, but regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Nicholas Otamendi.
He's got the shot away! Marvellous goal!
Well, that's a real statement of intent from the skipper. He can talk the talk and walk the walk. Fabulous. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bernardo Silva stands up to him well and emerges with the ball. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Bernardo Silva showing good feet.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
A real chance to break. Now it's Messi. And it's Bernardo Silva. Gets a good foot in there. Martinez. Matheus Nunes. Gets away from his opponent. Martinez can pick that up. Martinez. João Felix doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Some good work on the right flank here. Messi. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's managed to pinch it off him. João Felix. Just eases him off the ball. He's in a good position here. Cristiano Ronaldo! Keeper pulls off a fine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Massive leap! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Ruben Neves. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Matheus Nunes. João Cancelo. Threads one in. Romero can get it clear. Portugal, corner number 2 then. Defending of the desperate variety. Argentina can counter promptly here. It's a pretty loose pass. Guerrero. Ruben Neves. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Otavio. Danger averted for now. Joao Felix into the box. Ball is over the line. Otamendi. Robust defending and the ball's been lost. And it's Di Maria. Di Maria is fouled. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Joao Felix. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, that's a key interception. And we hit half-time. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
And a quick reminder today,
it's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Portugal don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Joao Felix. Now Otavio. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Matheus Nunes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice control. And that has left him in a heap. Matheus Nunes. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot could be chance! Matheus Nunes. De Paul. Moved forward and quickly so. And that is as far as they're going to go. Matheus Nunes. Joao Felix. Acuna makes the interception.
The attendance for this match was 70,000.
Poor pass that, sloppy. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Not enough accuracy on that pass. He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Danilo is there and he can pick it up. Moved on forwards. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Defenders on the back foot. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Spot on, Peter.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Guerrero.
Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Matheus Nunes. Bernardo Silva. Here's João Felix.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Gets his pass away, and he was alert to it. De Paul.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Now it's João Felix. And he's found a way past. No, it's not getting there. And he's there to get it away. Out for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. And it's Bernardo Silva. João Felix. Out to the right.
Portugal have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Danilo picks it up from the goal kick. João Felix. Bernardo Silva. João Felix. João Felix. Now this could be a chance. And time is up. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund. And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale in the stadium hall.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, I'm not sure that words can do this fella justice, Peter. Lionel Messi is one of the all-time greats, that's for sure. A fantastic dribbler with a killer eye for a pass, and obviously a lethal finisher too. Everyone knows what he's capable of, but stopping him's a very different matter. This opposition defence will not be looking forward to this one, I can assure you.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Gets his pass away. Martinez! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? There's the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Argentina just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Now it's Martinez. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Matheus Nunes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Acuna. And here's Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo. João Cancelo. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And here's Messi. Now Otavio. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Matheus Nunes. He's shifting through the gears here. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Ruben Dias is there, and he can pick it up. Matheus Nunes. Oh, that's a key interception. Gomez.
Argentina have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Fiddles it through. Can he finish? And the follow-up. Goal! Portugal! First blood drawn. Martinez reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Matheus Nunes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now it's Martinez. Oh, good spread. No, he's had it nicked away from him. Gets away from his opponents. Oh, they could be caught out here. Good claim. No margin for error there. No, again, there's no way through. Played back into the centre. Bernardo Silva. Otavio. Joao Felix. Shots on here. Molina. Now it's to Paul. Just eases him off the ball. Otavio. Portugal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Poor pass that, sloppy. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Matheus Nunes. Interesting ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, taken with style. Two to the good. They have breathing space. Portugal grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Portugal go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Tagliafico spots it and intercepts. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Bernardo Silva. Threads one in. William Carvalho. Defenders on the back foot. And it's Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. And it's played forward. William Carvalho. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Joao Felix. Now it's Otavio. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Nice little ball through. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Otavio. And they can counter here. Otavio. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Romero.
The attendance for this match was
Gomez going full steam ahead down the left flank. Good spot, he's seen the run. Rui Patricio catches it safely. It's been intercepted and that will come to nothing. And it's Bernardo Silva. Gomez. William Carvalho. Molina powering forward here, looking for the runner. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Otavio. It's a pretty loose pass. Well read, nice interception. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Oh, it's come loose! Messi! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Matheus Nunes. Lovely ball into space. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Martinez. Nicked it back promptly. Joao Felix. Now the counter. Shifted upfield. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Chance to break. Fiddles it through. He's left his man. Martinez. Crossed into the middle. And through to the goalkeeper. Otavio. To Cristiano Ronaldo. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. That's been cut out, well played. Matheus Nunes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Otavio gets his pass away. Great chance! Otamendi gets good distance on it. Stands up to him well and emerges with the ball. And he has been fouled there, quickly taken. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's managed to pinch it off him. Gets a good foot in there. Martinez. Now it's Papu Gomez. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Molina. Martinez. Good running, strong and purposeful. Long ball looking to counter. And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal come away with the win. A job really well done in all departments. A real sum-of-the-parts team effort. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Portugal have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so effective by advancing through the middle like that, but this was very impressive, the way they cut through the heart of that defence.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Más Monumental. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Great chance here from position Messi! Berardi knocks it away. There will be a throw-in. Barella cuts out the pass. Showing great feet there. Good spot, he's seen the run. And now the breakaway. Interesting ball. Immobile. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Paredes. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Moved on forwards, over to the left. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Pellegrini. And the counter is on. Rodriguez. Oh, it's come loose. He's beaten the last man. Big chance! And that would have been some goal.
Rodriguez really has just learned a lesson there. Your focus cannot lapse, even slightly.
He's lost the ball there, great tackle. Poor pass that, sloppy. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Opts to play it back. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Martinez. Pellegrini. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Gomez running with the ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Barella! Oh, it's come loose. And that was very necessary. Decent progress down the left.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Messi. Now the counter. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, they can break here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He is through here. That's going to go a long way. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nice sequence of passes, this. And Messi! A skipper's goal!
Yeah, the captain has gone further up in everyone's estimation after an opener as wonderful as that. The manager will be reviewing his half-time message now.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Number 10.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
There's the shot! It's anyone's ball now. And a second time! And another time! Berardi.
There
It's
will
a
be
pretty
1
loose
minute
pass.
added time.
Time and again they are repelled. Stands up to him well and emerges with the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's running through. Pellegrini! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So there you have it. A close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal.
Just a quick
A more than
reminder
decent
today,
game up
please
to now.
refrain from parking outside
Any
this
opinion you'd
stadium.
like to express on the
Thank you
first
very
half?
much for your cooperation.
Argentina clearly are benefiting
Everyone,
from their
please
homework.
welcome to
They've
the
dealt with
field
anything
our
that's been thrown at them
players.
and have been smart on the break.
Argentina head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Argentina really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Well, they've got it again. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Di Lorenzo. Gets his pass away. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Martinez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Barella. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Italy clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, good ball! And the shot! He has done it! Italy are back in business! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Chiesa simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
Italy grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of...
Great hit! Goal, Italy! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball and it all came good.
Italy go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Hits one! And again! Really well taken goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do...
Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. So having trailed, this to go ahead. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Messi! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's an example of the sixth sense of opportunism that many of his ilk show. Masterful anticipation.
And that's definitely not his best. And here's Di Maria. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Pellegrini. Molina. And they're quick to get it back. Just eases him off the ball. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Molina. Martinez. And he has been fouled there. Now who's going to be first to this?
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Immobile. He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared without complication. Immobile plays it short. Good read, needed to be.
Italy merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough there, and he knows it. Oh, super! And Messi! Could be danger here. He's got the shot away!
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And it's Di Maria. Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Martinez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Martinez really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Have their second corner now. Up to meet it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Di Maria did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Otamendi. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Messi. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. Neither manager too unhappy with the outcome, and the fans really well entertained. It's all square in the end. Well, after all of that, Jim, what do you think?
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football to which we look forward immensely. It's hardly a surprise that everybody has come here in their droves, this being a fixture that has received so much coverage in the days leading up to it. And it's good to see that we have a good contingent of visiting fans by the look of it too. The atmosphere is... Gomez! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Gomez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Molina. Insigne. Insigne has got himself a free kick. Quickly taken. Just too much on that. Molina. Gomez. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now it's Martinez. Argentina ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Foot in. And he has been fouled there. And it's Messi. Fiddles it through. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Martinez. Marco Verratti. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Di Maria. Nice defending, physical and effective. Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
And out to safety. Italy can start a count. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Argentina, corner number 2 then. Gets his head to it! He's missed, but not by that far.
Martinez did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Now it's Bernardeschi. He's got away, and the shot! Goal, Italy! The breakthrough strike! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Defenders on the back foot. It's Insigne! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Decent hit! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Bernardeschi. He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Corner number 3 coming up. Knocks it away. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Argentina can counter promptly here. Gets away from his opponents. Messi. He's had a hit! Another chance! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Argentina grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He is through here. Argentina needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Now it's Bernardeschi. And he skips past his man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Marco Verratti. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's in on, and the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And here's the chance to counter. Well, it didn't look... Oh, they could be caught out here. Acerbi cuts it out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Messi. Martinez. He's got the shot away! Goal! Argentina! And the comeback is complete. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Now it's Martinez. Now the counter. Italy can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
2 added minutes has been
Now it's
indicated.
Chiesa. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Martinez. Oh, he's managed to pinch it off him. And we've reached half-time. Argentina come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Argentina head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed... Can he finish? It's in! Italy are back in business! goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Ah, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
Goal scorer for Italy. After 46 minutes.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's a
Number
very good
22.
contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Great chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Italy clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
He's left his man. And he was alert to it. Now the finish! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Chiesa certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Good pressure, no shortage of purpose here. Molina. Chance to break.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's a superb pass. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Spot on, Peter.
Barella. No, that's been intercepted. Just eases him off the ball. In with the challenge. Martinez! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Insigne. Great defending, strong and determined. And they can counter here. Martinez. Argentina couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. It's Insigne! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Looking to break out here. Messi. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No, he's taken off it, that's really well played. Rafael Toloi makes the interception. Now it's Bernardeschi. Well intercepted, and it certainly needed to be. Moved on forwards. Martinez is flagged offside. And it's Messi. Well, played right into his path. Big chance! They've scored! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Now it's Messi. He's through, now is he in?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well read, nice interception. And he's managed to get rid. Moved forward, and quickly so. De Paul. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Di Maria. He's found a way through. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Now it's Messi.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Great hit!
2 added minutes.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Now it's Papu Gomez. And the counter is on. Shot a goal! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, somehow they turned it round. Every ounce of energy, emotional, physical, mental, is spent. That is some win. Martinez, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely too.
Well, a very good evening to you wherever you are. I do hope that you can join me in appreciating this truly beautiful evening. A night that is absolutely ideal for a game of football. The scenes here really are something, a beautiful picture under the floodlights. Traffic and transport round here, not the kindest, but regardless of that, the fans have found a way of getting here. There is a sense of theatre and the decibel levels are rising. It is quite a scene here in this grand Colosseum, bearing the name of the former president of its illustrious occupants, Estadio Antonio Vespuccio Liberti. But of course we know it much better as the Mas Monumental. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of...
Hits one! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Well, that is... Bergwijn! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Martinez. And they can counter here. He might be in here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Martinez. De Paul running with the ball. Showing great feet there. Well timed, excellent interception. He's played it long. They get a throw in. Paredes cuts it out. And it's Messi. Trying to find some space for the shot here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ake. Paredes gets across to intercept that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Martinez. He's through, now is he in? Great chance! That's a half-decent try. De Paul! And now they can spring out of defence. Just eases him off the ball. Bergwijn. And it's Janssen. Now the counter. He's left his man. And the shot! It's a goal! They have come roaring back! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
The Netherlands grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with
Martinez! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Martinez really drove at the heart of that defence. Incisive, quick, but not clinical.
It's a pretty loose pass. Otamendi threads one in. And Martinez! And the ball is out of play. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Berghaus. Looking for the runner. No way through, so back it comes. Molina. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bergwijn. Well read, nice interception. Di Maria, looking to break out here. And it's Messi. Interesting ball. Gomez. He's got the shot away! Goal! Argentina! And again they hit the front. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Argentina get themselves into the lead. He's shifting through the gears here. Big chance! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, that's well spotted. Tagliafico. And here's Janssen.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now it's Papu Gomez. Gets away from his opponents. That is a brilliant interception.
There will be 1 minute at
And they can counter here. Poor pass that, sloppy. And now the breakaway. Gomez. He's got away. Berghaus. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just 1 separating them.
And please welcome.
Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Argentina head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2 goals to 1. Well, the action has already resumed here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were...
Janssen! He's missed, but not by that far.
Janssen really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Lovely ball into space. Chance to break. Paredes makes the interception. Nice little ball through. It's a pretty loose pass. Otamendi. Now the counter. He's found a way through. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner. Danger averted for now. Good spot, he's seen the run. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He is, and he's had a hit! Keeper pulls off a fine save.
Blint is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Have their second corner now. Argentina can counter promptly here.
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
And they're back on the ball again. Bergwijn. Played back towards his own goal.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Spot on, Peter.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's Messi. And he's running through. Messi not easily shrugged off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. De Paul. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Poor pass that, sloppy. Forwards and with intent. Oh, good spread. He's got away. Paredes tries to clear. A real chance to break. Now it's Messi. Martinez. Malacia. And the finish! All right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee...
It's bounced out! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And this is Di Maria. Di Maria! And that would have won it.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
It's their second corner of the game. Towering header! And the defence can get it clear. Good read, needed to be.
Argentina surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, there's the hit! No mistake! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Argentina take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Bergwijn. That's been cut out, well played. Defence has got rid of that. And he's heaved it away. So what can they make of this? Great defending, strong and determined. Well intercepted, and it certainly needed to be. De Paul. Gomez.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's a pretty loose pass. So that's it. It is all over. Argentina emerge victorious here, and it's no more than they deserve. They were simply the better team. Martinez claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Argentina won thanks to a disciplined game plan.
give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here, points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates, but regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement for the game ahead. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Gavi. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Looking for the runner. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, important interception. Now it's Cavani. Godin is fouled. And it's Luis Suarez. Gavi. He is through here. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Some terrific running on the ball there. Those efforts are not going unappreciated. Oh, he's managed to pinch it off him. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Lovely ball into space. Vecino. And the counter is on. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. And he's gone looking for safety. Ansu Fati. Koke. He's found a way through. He's got a side of goal. Cavani. Gets a good foot in there. Interesting ball. Played back in. Vecino. Uruguay yet to have an attempt on goal. Defenders on the back foot. And it's Pablo Sarabia. Not enough accuracy on that pass. Could move up a gear here. Gets away from his opponent. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not... It's Luis Suarez! Oh, great save, real class.
Suarez simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Jimenez. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to up to meet it. Good delivery, but no joy.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Ansu Fati. Now it's Koke. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Rodri is there, and he can pick it up. He's in plenty of space here.
Spain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Vecino. Well-timed, excellent interception. Unai Simon chooses to deal with it himself. Luis Suarez. Right, it's a poor pass, too easily intercepted. It's gone out for a throw-in. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
And that's it. That was always inevitable. Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
There will be 1 minute
And that ought
added
to be the
time.
trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
He's left his man. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And here's Suarez. Poor pass that, sloppy. Nice little ball. And the shot! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Uruguay just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
Uruguay ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. No changes at the interval from either side. Spain have it back and they can go again. Sarabia is flagged offside. Vecino, that's a pretty loose pass. Oh, it's Pablo Sarabia. There's the hit! Sticks it away! The second half off to a spectacular start!
Uruguay really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Spain get themselves back into contention.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
Raspilicueta fiddles it through. It's been intercepted and that will come to nothing. Caceres gets across to intercept that. Now it's Ansu Fati. Brilliantly cut out. Great position here. Uruguay needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, that was vital. Now it's Ansu. Great chance! It's in! Lovely goal. Perfect poise to set himself for the strike. We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from
The
here.
attendance for this match was 72,306.
Cavani, now the counter. And it's Vecino. Great defending, strong and determined. And he's picked out the run. Raspilicueta. And it's Pablo Sarabia. Jimenez goes on a run down the left wing. Good spot, he's seen the run. Darwin is wide and looking to get onto this. Raspilicueta. Pedri. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Bentancur. Now it's Cavani. Threads one in. Cavani unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pedri gets his pass away. Pablo Sarabia! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Bentancur was steaming forward. Cavani, and the shot! Goal! Uruguay! And they get themselves in front! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Uruguay take the lead. Oh, it's Pablo Sarabia.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, they could break here. And it's Luis Suarez. Poor pass that, sloppy.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Luis Suarez. Darwin. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Rodri has got himself a free kick.
Spain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, what a mistake! He's got away. Oh, that's a fine interception.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Vecino, over to the left.
Uruguay probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Uruguay certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
2 added minutes has been
Now it's
indicated.
Darwin. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Ansu Fati. Out to the left it goes. Koke. Poor pass that, sloppy. And that is that. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. Cavani taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Uruguay really approached this game with clear intent, Peter, and
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here, points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates, but Cavani! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Over to the left. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that's frustrating. The pass just wasn't good enough. Araujo. Good, strong midfield. He's got the shot away! That's a half-decent try. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Cavani. And now they can spring out of defence. Busquets. And here's Suarez. Knocks it back. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well intercepted, and it certainly needed to be. There were better options before. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. The pass has gone astray. Busquets. Interesting ball. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Jimenez spots it and intercepts. Darwin. Vecino. Lovely ball into space. And Uruguay could counter here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Room for a shot. Great chance! Goal! Uruguay! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
Uruguay take the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Cavani.
Uruguay are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Now it's Luis Suarez. It's a pretty loose pass. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Gets his pass away. Now it's Cavani. It's Cavani! Now, who's going to be first to this? And they win it back again. And it's Vecino. Cavani shapes to shoot! And he comes up trumps again. Uruguay, corner number 2 then. Oh, this is a great... There's the hit! And the keeper passes the test.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Up to meet it! No, not the best of headers. Jimenez picks it up from the goal kick. Nice bit of trickery. He's under a lot of pressure there. Played out to the right. Back into the middle. Ferran Torres. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Poor pass that, sloppy. Luis Suarez. Spain can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Busquets gets the better of his opponent and gets the ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Koke, he's shifting through the gears here. Oh, not quite. A real chance to break. Laporte. That's a pretty loose pass. Bentancur. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Pablo Sarabia. Sarabia showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Keeper's got good distance on that. Araujo. There's the whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Fellow attendees, this is
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
And there they
Uruguay
are.
head
Please
into the
welcome
dressing
our
room
players,
pleased with the
everyone.
thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Cavani. Uruguay upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And that has put paid to that. Out to the right. And it's Luis Suarez.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Cavani providing an outlet on that flank. There's the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Raspilicueta. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Cavani. Raspilicueta. Poor pass that, sloppy.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
And out to safety. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Darwin. Driving on and making good progress. Could move up a gear here. Pablo Sarabia. That is a brilliant interception. Koke! Just off target.
Koke certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. That is a great pick out. Now it's Darwin. Nunez! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
And it's played forward. Looking for the runner. He might be in here. He's through. It's one-on-one. Shot at goal. Oh, taken with style.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And it's Luis Suarez. In with the challenge. Nice little ball through. Bentancur. Luis Suarez. Fiddles it through. He's found a way through. Busquets. Might be danger here. Luis Suarez! It's off target and by quite a way. Jimenez picks it up from the goal kick. Sends it forward. And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Foot in. And it's Cavani. He's left his man. So what can they make of this? That's been cut out, well played. Bentancur, a scorer already in the game. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies.
Uruguay merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Pablo Sarabia just eases him off the ball. Shifted upfield. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Ferran Torres gets away from his opponent, but he's cut it out. And that was very necessary. Now it's Luis Suarez. Busquets.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pablo Sarabia. And a shot! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
After 90 minutes is number 5,
Spain.
Busquets.
So that's it. It is all over. Uruguay cannot understand what they've done. From a position of strength, they have contrived to lose. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Uruguay really were sleepwalking in central defence, and the alarm just never went off.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening.
Hello, everybody.
As you can see, there's been
welcome
a
to today's
terrific
match.
atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here. Points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates, but regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement for the game ahead. It's quite an occasion here, and we have a venue to match this gigantic arena, Argentina's largest, the Mas Monumental. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides, a treat for everybody here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest, and I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
And already we're underway here. Di Maria, he's found a way through. Not enough accuracy on that part. Has a go! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Bonucci with the clearance. And here's Di Maria. And now they can spring out of defence. Romero cuts it out. And here's Messi. Italy needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
That is a brilliant interception. Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
It's their second corner of the game. Messi's cross. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And it's hoisted clear. Pellegrini. Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, it's a poor pass, too easily intercepted. Gently done. Oh, good ball. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Lovely ball into space. Rooney, will they claim to that? Plays a sharp little ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Gomez.
Argentina have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's Immobile. Now it's Insigne. Oh, important interception. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's been taken straight back. Fiddles it through. And that has been clubbed away. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Insigne. Italy have a free kick. Donnarumma gets his pass away. Molina gets across to intercept that. Barella, and it's Immobile. Out to the right. Can he finish? Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
Italy take the lead, 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Now it's Dybala. Di Maria. He's beaten the last man. And that is out of play. Nice little ball through. Played out towards the right wing. He is through here. Oh, not quite. Now this could be a chance. And he's gone back. Insigne! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Showing great feet there. And that's not going to reach. Pellegrini. Interesting ball. That's been cut out, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the whistle goes for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
And we're underway again.
Argentina don't need to press the panic button just yet.
They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
Molina does well to get it back. And it's Dybala. Molina cuts out the pass. Di Maria. Messi. Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, he had a really good run at goal there, but the defence just weren't going to let him past. Otamendi gets over and intercepts. Now the counter. Well read, nice interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, played right into his path. And the shot! It's a goal! And with that goal comes comfort.
Italy clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Italy grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now it's Immobile. And this is Immobile. That's good defending, very good defending. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there.
The
Poor
attendance
pass
for this
that,
match
sloppy.
was 61,052.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Italy clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Decent hit! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Italy, corner number 2 then. Donnarumma. Di Lorenzo. Tagliafico did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Di Maria is offering an apologetic gesture of sorts.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Immobile can't really justify missing that, can he?
Bonucci picks it up from the goal kick. No, the ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And it's lofted through here. And it's Dybala. And they're quick to get it back. He's got away. Barella. Otamendi makes the interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Di Maria. Dybala. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, that was vital. And Bola! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Gomez finds himself offside. And that has left him in a heap. Molina, looking for the runner. That looks a good ball through. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Di Lorenzo to Barella. Oh, that's a key interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Paredes.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He's had a shot! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further.
Argentina really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
There will be 1 minute.
He snuffles
added
his
time.
third, and that earns him the match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Argentina thoroughly outclassed here. They came up against opponents who were better in all areas. No argument. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.